So after a successful month on loan consisting of 5 games played, 5 wins and another 2 goals, we now go into the new year unbeaten in 16 league games. And so after a really busy Christmas period, we've now been given a few days off. However, it's still important we're not switching off completely, so I'll be taking you through one of my full individual training sessions. Now during this session, I'll be taking you through my full warm-up to then a lot of ball work, shooting drills and even a few top-up runs. So without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So in today's session, we're not going to do anything where there's too much stress on the body. We're going to be staying away from things like high speed running and just be going with a short and sharp session. And this is because we did have a game on Wednesday, so we are still slightly recovering. Now I'm going to run you through a range of different drills that I'm doing today, position specific drills as a midfielder, ball control drills, ball mastery drills, and even a dynamic warm up. Now I'm going to try and keep it as raw as possible. I want you to see the full session, so I'm not going to cut it too much. And I am scheduled to have a full recovery day tomorrow, so we're going to finish the session off with some runs. So as always, at the start of my sessions, I'll always be going for a full dynamic warm up. And this is where I'll be going through a range of different exercises to make sure my body is fully prepared for the session ahead and we're not getting any soft tissue injuries. So this is your on-pitch dynamic warm-up. I would also recommend beforehand you're doing a full mobility and activation session, again with the primary goal of just making sure your body is fully prepared for the session. And with every exercise I'm showing you, I did do it 2 times around, so in total your warm-up should be around 10 to 15 minutes long. So once we've gone through all of our dynamic movements, I like to go through some short and sharp strides again as part of the warm-up. And this is only around 10 yards apart, so we're not hitting our top speed. And during games you change direction so much, so it's important we're working on this. And once we finish with our warm-up, we can then go into our main part of the session, starting with ball control drills. And like I've said at the beginning of the session, I like to get as many touches on the ball as possible, especially when I'm training on my own. And with all of my drills, I like to keep them as short and sharp as possible. As well as this, I like to keep them as simple as I can. So I went through 4 different ball control drills, each one for 1 minute, 2 times around with a 1 minute rest in between. Now the goal is to keep your quality throughout, even when you start to get a little bit fatigued. Stay on your toes and be as sharp as you can. So straight after, I then went into some more match realistic drills. So with some short and sharp turns, I was using different variations to get away from my defender. Now it's really important you're working on different turns with both feet, as well as working at match intensity at all times. So we're now into some more position specific types of drills, and as a midfielder I was working on receiving the ball on the half turn while taking my shoulders and playing a diagonal pass. Now I did set up 2 cones around 5 yards away from each other, which was my target to aim for, but if you have a mini goal you can also use that. Now it's really important you're working on all different types of passes. As you saw there, I did a reverse one with my left foot, and now I'm going to take out of my feet and do a more driven pass. So in terms of reps and how many I was doing, I did 5 passes on each side of the pitch. So straight after, we then went into some more channel side or straight line balls. So as you can imagine, we're receiving a ball from the fullback and then playing a ball straight down the side of the pitch for our striker or our winger to run onto. So again, we're doing 5 on each side of the pitch with our left and our right foot, making sure we're checking our shoulders at all times, and as well as this, sometimes taking 1 touch and sometimes taking 2. So after this, we then went into some different angle shooting. So I set the cones up around a foot apart, and I was working on receiving the ball on the half turns, going in and out of the cones and then picking a corner. Now as you can see, I wasn't in a normal size goal, so I was just working on picking a corner and making sure I was using my left and my right foot and working on shooting from different angles. So as always, I've done 5 shots from 3 different angles off the pitch: the left side, the middle and the right side. So that's the technical session done. All of the drills are complete. We're around 51 minutes into the session. Now I must stress, on my trading app, I have over 50 drills that you can complete if you're stuck and you're not sure what to do. Whether you're a defender, midfielder or attacker, I've got drills specifically for you. And all of these drills can work whether you're with a partner or you're on your own. So if you do want to sign up, we now have over 100 people on the app, so you can use the link in the description. But anyway, like I said earlier, to finish off the session, we're doing some fitness runs. Now as I am on a 5-a-side pitch, this is going to slightly change. We're going to be doing 15 seconds on, 15 seconds rest, and we're going to do that 8 times. So if you're on a bigger pitch, you can just run in a straight line for 15 seconds. If not, and you're on a pitch like mine, I'm going to run diagonally and back and hopefully get back in 14 to 15 seconds. Now this isn't a sprint, it's around 75 to 80% of your max speed, and it's really just to maintain your fitness whether you haven't played or you've only played around 45 minutes in your game. But let's get straight into this run. So my camera did die, so I'm using old footage, but as you can see, it is the same run. I'm doing there and back in around 15 seconds. I'm doing this 8 times with 15 seconds rest in between. Now if you enjoyed this different type of video, I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video, comment down below what you'd like to see next, and most importantly subscribe. And until the next one, thanks for watching.